It's Sunday night. Let me get it on all messages, and we are live. So if you're rewatching this, I suggest you go forward to about 2 or 3 minutes in, and we should be going by then. Hope everybody had a good weekend. And yeah, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. California prison system's going wild. Uh, yeah, we'll get into it here in just a minute. So let me let a few folks get into the chat, and we'll talk about it. Well, we're a minute in and there's nobody. Wow. Okay. We are on all messages. So we're good there. Like I said, I hope everybody has a good weekend. Work week's about to start up again tomorrow. And we'll see what we get here. If it don't get moving here pretty soon, we'll just shut it down. We got one in. Welcome in. That's weird. What is that? Oh, a bag. All right, cool. Thanks, Q. Somebody's in here. We're 2 minutes in. We got one. What's up, John? How you doing tonight? So I just got out of the gym. Went with my daughter and my son-in-law, and just did my cardio tonight. Didn't really do much. It's kind of busy in there. I don't like it when it's too busy. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you would. I am losing subscribers. Are you? I am too. I know I haven't been doing much on the channel lately, but I went from 2702 to 2691, I want to say. I don't know what's going on there. Could just be because I haven't been active on here, but I don't know. How many did you lose? What's up? Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there with that. I think it's just because I haven't been active. I don't know what's going on with you, though, John. Yeah, do me a favor, guys, and hit that like button while you're in here. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, G? Good to see you back in action. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Nitro Bob? Good to see you, Bobby. I watched a new video. Nice to see that you're still putting our content. I appreciate that. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I was a little wore out there for a while. Just car problems, everything, so, but yeah, I'm doing good. I'm hanging tough, so yeah, got a video out. I'm going to try to work on a few more for the week to come. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, absolutely, Nitro Bob, and I agree, um, you know, so, things are getting better already, had some rain at work last week. Oh, I hate it when it rains at work because we're out of the truck a lot, opening up doors and stuff like that, and like it just dumps on you. Then the rain gutters start flooding the walkways, and I have waterproof boots, but Yeah, I do remember, John. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Help me, Mega says my girlfriend just broke up. Now I'm just wow. Okie dokie. Yeah, so we're supposed to get some more rain at work this week, but what I want to talk about tonight is the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitations just put at work, yet it's such a good schedule. Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way, Nitro Bob, to be honest with you. There's good weeks and there's bad weeks, right? But you know, it's I got the right schedule, I got the right hours, and basically the right pay. It could be better, but so I'm with you on that one, bro. So yeah, the Department of Corrections in California just put all the level 4 yards on lockdown, which is an interesting thing for them to do that statewide. Initially, there was a list of about 7 or 8 pins, and then I was checking out Solid Behind Blue Eyes earlier. He's in New Folsom right now, and he said all the level 4s are on lockdown. So, hey, what's up, Monk? How are you, bro? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, they got them all locked down. Like things went a little crazy last week in the Department of Corrections, and people violence at visiting was going on, which is crazy to me. That never used to be a thing. But then a couple of people got unalived. There was a riot on an SNY yard. Just things got a little unhinged, I'm doing all right, Monk. I'm doing all right. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hanging in there, life is a box of chocolates, right? You never know from one week to the next how it's going to be, but life is all right, I'm hanging in there. So, was having some issues with the car. Seemed to have gotten those fixed. Then had to work in the rain all week last week. That sucked. And now things seem to be getting right back onto the correct track. I got a Toyota Corolla, an older one. So, yeah, it's got a ton of miles on it, but them things run. Oh, nice. Congrats, Monk. That's awesome. That would have been my father's birthday. Yeah, that's awesome. St. Patrick's Day's always been sort of special, I guess, just because it was my dad's birthday, He would have been, what would he have been? He would have been 74? He was born in 51. 70, he would have been 74. Yeah, he's been gone for a couple of years. So, oh, okay. Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on right now. Department of Corrections got all the level 4s on lockdowns. All the other yards are still operating. They call it modified movement. That's just a fancy way of saying a lockdown, basically. They're self-feeding these guys. They're no tablet action. Visiting isn't happening. It's just a fancy way of saying a lockdown, And I was checking out Solid Behind Blue Eyes earlier's channel, and what's up, Walker? I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I was checking out Solid Behind Blue Eyes channel earlier, and what do you think about the 60 Days In show? Yes, there's definitely some fake aspects to that. But I was checking out Solid Behind Blue Eyes' channel earlier, and yeah, he said that they got to use the wall phones if they're able to get a call, but they were telling them that all the wall phones weren't working, and it's just it's all slammed down right now. My daughter knows somebody that's on a 3 yard right now, and he said it's regular program there. So now, Nitro Bob, as far as what you said, hey, I know it's a stupid question, but what do you think about that 60 Days In show? It's definitely fake, right? I would say certain aspects are definitely fake. There was one, I sort of followed the show a little bit, and there was one episode where the little young white guy put in some work and then they brought him back into the same housing unit. That typically doesn't happen. And I will just say this: if I went into a housing unit that had cameras and camera crews and producers trying to pull people out for interviews, I wouldn't want nothing to do with that. You know, that's not a good look at all for all of that stuff to be going on. So, I don't know how they do it in other states. I think Arizona's pretty close to how we do it based on what I've seen there. But, I don't know if they're putting these guys in the active dorms or the more laid back dorms or cell living. But, what kind of Netflix do I watch? Me and the wife actually just finished that 0 Day series. That was really good. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It's about they do a cyber attack for like 1 minute where they shut everything down, the phones, the internet, everything, and it wreaks havoc. And they're trying to figure out, they make a special commission to figure it out. And yeah, it's definitely a interesting series. I would suggest it if you even follow politics a little bit, But yeah, 60 Days In, I know they did that one where they used all the a lot of the people that were on that episode were all like social media influencers. And I'll tell you this, there's no way in hell you would get me to raise my hand to go be in the county jail for 60 days, especially under those circumstances. I heard somebody say they got paid like 15 grand to do that. I mean, if it was 15 grand to go do 60 days in the counties, maybe that could be a conversation. 60 days in the county really ain't shit. But under the pretense that I'm giving information to the sheriff, nah, I'd be cool on that. That's not, the thing is, even if it were something that interested me, once you do that, that's on video for a lifetime. And if you were to ever be arrested again, basically you're a PC inmate because you were cooperating with authorities. And, even though I'm a civilian these days and I'm not involved in that world anymore, I couldn't do that because you never know what life's going to bring. And for the most part, I never expected to go to jail when I was in my addiction. And, we don't know what the future brings, so I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Exactly. Like you said, snitches end up in ditches. Yeah. I just couldn't sign my name to that. Like I said, if it was like, okay, we'll give you 15,000 cash, you go do 60 days. I don't know. I mean, maybe in a fit of desperation, I could, but then I'd be working with the authorities, and I just don't sound like an appealing for situation. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button while you're in here. Be sure to share the stream if you can. It helps to get the message out. Ultimately, this channel is about sobriety and recovery, and talk a little bit about prison. We talk a little bit about county jails and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's about recovery and becoming free from active addiction. So If that's something that interests you, be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out my playlist. I have hundreds of videos up that you can go and check out. This isn't one of those mega channels that talks about all the stuff that, I don't talk about prison organizations and stuff like that. But, I'll tell you what I feel comfortable talking about. And I talk about what it's like in there and stuff like that. So, like I said, you can check that out. But hit that like button if you would. And, yeah, that's kind of what it's about. So we had the time change today, and I hate the time change. I don't know if I necessarily, what are NA meetings like in prison? They're, I went to one on a GP yard. It was a level 2, and it's a very watered down version of what NA in the free world is like. I'll say that. You're not going to, a lot of people go there just so they can communicate with people on other yards, if I'm being honest. Not everybody necessarily takes it seriously. And, it just is what it is. Nobody's going to pull anybody's covers or anything like that. What's up, G? So, yeah, it's definitely a watered down version of, I don't know. There may be some meetings now that lifers are able to go home and stuff. I'm sure people are taking it a lot more seriously. But, yeah, I mean, when I was in there, this was 04, 05 into early 06. And when I did go to that meeting, this was in 05. And things were rocking and rolling even on the lower level yards. And, there's just certain protocols that need to be followed when you're in there to keep yourself out of trouble, So, yeah, that's a good question, though. I appreciate it. So, I guess, G, did you make parole, or are you still in Wasco? And if so, how are you communicating with us? You got one of those contraband cell phones? Where's everybody else at tonight? Haven't heard from Emmanuel. Haven't heard from Joel. Where you at, Joel? You should be you got transferred to Calipat. Damn. So you're on lockdown then, huh? I heard all those level 4s are locked down tight right now. No tablets, no wall phones, no, like, they took everything. No visiting. They're escorting showers. Like a good old fashioned lockdown from back in the day. But they're calling it modified movement. Which that's what's up. Hell yeah. That's what's up. I never had a cell phone when I was in the pen, but I can only imagine it would make life a lot easier, Monk says, gee, don't F around. I hooped a shank earlier. Damn. G says, my Sally keeps trying to touch me, and he's not my uncle. Oh, my God. Hey, you're on the good yard, right, G? Because I think there's a bad yard over there now, too. What's going on with that? Are you, you're definitely keeping it active, right? And not SNY active, as some people like to say. Because we know that, I don't think that's really, that's a different thing, It's definitely a different thing. Only GP, that's right. SO. That's what's up, homie. Yes, sir. Yeah, That was my thing. I paroled from the main line, GP. Uh, SNYs were starting to get bigger when I was doing time, but no 50/50s either. That's right. They send you there, you know what you got to do, homie. You're going to escape tonight? Damn. Handle that, bro. Escape tonight, and we'll go live tomorrow together. You can be a prisoner on the run interview. I don't know, though. I don't know if politics would allow that. But yeah, I'm glad to hear from you, bro. And and where is Joel at? I haven't heard from Joel in a while. I hope he's doing good. Yeah, I know I haven't been doing these lives as much. So if you're out there, Joel, shout out to you, bro. I hope you're doing well. I know you were doing really good last time I talked to you. So yeah, I'm just kicking it. Got to fix the stove tomorrow. Regular life stuff. Uh, Joel's taking a cheek beating. Damn, gee. Joel, are you going to defend yourself? Are you in here, sir? Where'd you go? While we're pondering this, hit that like button, guys. Anyone following the Wes Watson height debate? No, actually, I didn't know there was one. I seen something about that when he got arrested in Florida. I don't know if it was the homie hangout or what it was, but he was going over the. I, I guess you'd call it paperwork online, and it said, I think it said he was like 5'8" or 5'9" and about 230. He don't look that big. I mean, like if he's like basically my height, but at 230, I would say he should be a lot bigger. He's saying he's 6'2", but he's like 5'8". Yeah, that's the paperwork that Rascal from Homie Hangout was going over. I think it said he was like 5'8" or 5'9". That was one of the things I picked up on when I was listening to him talk about that. And I was thinking, wow, like, does he have short man syndrome or something? Like, what's going on? I mean, I don't necessarily think 5'8", 5'9" is that short, but like, why you got to put dubs on it, bro? Why you got to make it out to be more than it is? It is what it is, you know? This is what God blessed us with. So you got to work with what you got, you know? How tall, LOL, how tall are you, homie? Let me see your paperwork. Go get it out real quick. Because we know you keep that driver's license on you, homie. Jeez Louise. That is funny stuff. Wes rolling around. I don't know how well Wes will do out there in Florida. Florida's a whole different animal. I don't think they got a wood pile like they got here. He put too much hot sauce on the taco. Right? Man. Yeah, he was doing the most. I was talking about that channel, Solid Behind Blue Eyes. He did one. They talked about him briefly on one of their lives, and the guy that was talking, I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. Two Scoops. He said, Wes Watson, who is she? Or something to that extent. Like he didn't know who that dude was, you know? So I found that interesting. But that's YouTube for you, man. Half of these dudes don't seem they just want to exaggerate stuff to the 20th power, and oh yeah, I was selling all the drugs on the yard, and you know, I don't know. I don't know. I think that some people say they were active all the way to the end. I don't know how you make parole on a life sentence like that if you're getting 115s and putting in work like that. But I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't know. What did you do this weekend? Man, I was kind of chilling. Went and took care of the regular necessities, the grocery shopping and stuff. And I made a video yesterday on the lockdown in CDCR. So yeah, that's didn't really do much other. Just kind of chilled out. What about you, G? Getting in that big rutina on the yarda, or what? Are you still confined to quarters? Monk says, well, G, this weekend I baked cheesecake brownies, oatmeal cookies, and went to prom on Saturday. Damn. Sounds like you had a busy weekend, huh, Monk? That's good stuff, man. I'm glad to hear from you. Glad to hear from all of you guys, you know? Haven't been doing so well with the smoking thing. Which go check it out. Definitely. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I like that channel though. You know, you should go check it out. I think his name is Daniel Brent, or maybe it's Brent Daniel. I don't know. I'm not good with names, but yeah, he's in New Folsom Restricted Housing Unit. Yes, sir. I hear you, Monk. I hear you. So, yeah, CDCR's been going buck wild. I think it was the day before yesterday. There were 3 unalivings one day. In one day. That's kind of mind blowing, really. I mean, we all know it's a violent place, but New Folsom early in the morning, then it was Lancaster a little later, and then Kern Valley at the end. How you go to, and then there was a riot on Folsom on the SNY yard. What I heard on that one was it was the gay boy gangsters and the Hispanics. They didn't specify which Hispanics, but that had to be quite the riot, you know. 40-man riot. Everybody on YouTube saying massive riot. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. A 40-man riot, people can get hurt, people can get unalived. But, you know, to me, a massive riot is when I first got to Delano. It kicked off first time I was on yard, us and the blacks. And it sounded like a stampede, people running across the yard to get at each other. I would guesstimate a couple hundred guys, you know, like that. To me, that's a massive riot. But so yeah, I don't know. Not to take anything away from it, though. I mean, you know, you're on a level 4, which I'm assuming that's what that was. They said it was that guy 2 Scoops that I tell you guys about, Solid Behind Blue Eyes. He said it was on the SNY EOP yard at New Folsom. So, damn, you know. And 6 people got taken to the hospital. So, I mean, it just goes to show you. And, you know, the thing about riots is, okay, 40-man riot, they say, right? You would assume 20 on 20 roughly. but was it 30 on 10? Was it 35 on 5? Like, I don't know. I don't have all those details, you know? Uh, Broken Bobby, what were the numbers like during the riot white to black ratio? Um, there were, like I said, I had just hit the yard, so like it, I would say, I would say we were outnumbered probably 2 to 1, probably 40, 40 to 50 woods, and 80 plus on the black side, I would say. Like anytime I've ever been in a riot in the Department of Corrections, we've always been outnumbered. It's just what it is, you know. There's just not enough white guys in there for us to really have the numbers like that. So yeah, we'll probably do around an hour tonight. Uh, maybe a little less. We'll see how it goes, you know. But at some point, I'm probably going to go outside and smoke a cigarette. From what I could tell, G, yes. But to be honest with you, bro, like on those ones, like it's kind of hard not to, because once things crack, whoever's close to you is getting it, whether they want to, you know, from both sides. To be honest with you, um, you know, like, but at the same time, if they feel like you didn't participate enough, you might have an issue coming too. So, uh, you know how that goes. So, you know, you got down too early. You were shadow boxing over in the corner while all the action was over on the baseball field, type of thing. You know. But yeah, now there was a. Let's all go have a cigarette, right, Monk? Now I was in one in LA County where we got off on the Paisas, and we were outnumbered 5 to 1 in that one. There were 9 of us, and there were about 40 of them. And on that one, we had 2 woods cowering in the corner, and no bueno, you know. How long do they stay on lockdown? That's the whole thing. We don't know at this point. And from what I heard, you know, there's no timetable on that right now. I seen a dude run under, yeah. And I was in Supermax on that one, G, in LA County, and we were out near the picnic tables, the phones up by the bars in that area in the day room, and these 2 dudes were all the way in the back, hiding out, you know. And one thing I will tell you is the other races that aren't participating will be quick to tell you, hey, your homeboys, yeah, they absolutely did, Mexican G. We took all their commissary and gave them a little boop and told them, take yourself up there to the bars and tell them you're hearing voices, or you know it's going to be really bad, because by the time that situation was over, yeah, Mexican G, what's up, man? Glad to hear from you, bro. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, so he's locked down right now. Then if he's on the level 4, they're all locked down. Took exactly, took their ramen noodles, took their little bit of coffee that they had, and all the zooms and whams. What's up, friends in Haran Gaming? I hope you're doing well, bro. And told him kick rocks. You know what I mean? Keep your mouth shut and get the hell out of here. You know. Last time I talked to him was yesterday around 2. Okay. Yeah, the last update I seen on Solid Behind Blue Eyes was earlier today. He was able to communicate with the wall phone, but all the tablets are not operating at this time, is what I heard. So how long they're going to do that, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like the prison's trying to regain control or something because things have been pretty wild the last week or so. There was a riot on the SNY, uh, 3 unalivings day before yesterday, and and what else happened? Oh, and shit's been kicking off and visiting, which that kind of blows my mind. Yeah, no problem. Mexican G says white boys are with the business from what I've seen. Never seen a wood punk out. I've seen them get whooped, but never. Yeah, and for the most part, that's what I've seen. Now in LA County Jail, that's a whole different story. Uh, you know, you have different classes of white boys in LA County Jail. Some people understand that they're in for the long haul, and other people are just uh, other people are they're like drunk tank guys. They're going to be back out, and it's going to be over pretty quickly. As far as what races are getting into it, all the unalivings were done by the same race. From what I heard, the incidents in the visiting rooms, they're all Hispanics, but it's not North and South. You can probably read between the lines on that one, G. I don't want to speak on other people's business, but yeah, they're all Hispanics, but it's not North and South. Well, one of the groups is South, but the other group is not the North. So, you know what? Somewhere in India, a person killed 5 people, and also, damn, that's crazy. Those GBGs were getting down on the SNY. They said getting down with one of the Hispanic groups. I don't know. You very well may be correct, G. I think we're going to take a walk in real quick because I got to refill the coffee and I got to use the restroom. So, you know what it is. It could very well be. No. The stuff that's going on at visiting, that's GP stuff. Yeah, that's GP stuff. Yeah, those GBGs, boy. The last thing you want to do is get knocked down by one of them guys because you're going to get poked up, but maybe not by what you think. Yeah, exactly. But I guess some of those guys are with the business, though. I don't know. I don't want no smoke with those guys. Give me a quick second, guys. I'm going to run and hit the restroom. I'm going to set the phone down for just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. He's taking a bong rip, really? Yeah, no, absolutely. They're doing a different type of poking for sure, Mexican G. Last thing you want to do is get knocked out by one of them fools, because you might wake up a whole different person. All right, we're going to have a cigarette here real quick, and then we'll go back in. Let me see what I missed here. Yeah, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button if you would. Yeah, the first time I heard of those guys, G, Remember those MSNBC specials they used to show like at Corcoran and different places? They were all um they were all on like SNY yards, and they did a feature on some guy that was GBG, and yeah, it was weird. It was definitely weird. Yeah, exactly. That was something. Uh, what on your comment there, Mexican G, about getting your ass kicked by somebody from a group that calls themselves that. Uh, that was always something growing up in the hood when I was a kid. Like you wanted to try. There was a homosexual guy in the neighborhood, and I never wanted no smoke with that guy because shit, you end up losing that fight. You would never hear the end of it back then. So I got bong water on my beard. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Yes, sir. Gee, they wear like booty shorts and crop tops, but still beat the man. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was a 2.5er, but yeah, I don't know. No, 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 no. Go back inside. Go back inside.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, baby. Close the door, okay?
You think you will that?
No, I'm talking to the phone. Okay?
What?
I'm talking to the phone. Let's close the door, okay? All right. Yeah, that was my granddaughter, Luna. Uh, what's up, R.W. Sims? Absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree with you on that one. Monk says I got beat up by a gay woman. Damn. It's too hot here in the middle of summer. You must be on the other side of the world. Do I have a hostage in there? No, I don't. Monk says I had to get 8 stitches. What happened, bro? That's not good. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's something I never wanted that smoke with folks of that nature. Mm-mm. Yeah, just my granddaughter. Uh, Monk says I was drunk and high and mouthy, and she hit me with a lamp. Damn. Got a 2-piece from IKEA, huh? That's crazy. Let's do our best to keep it PG, all right? I remember one time we went and taxed this fool that owed me some money, and he didn't want to pay. So I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna come and pick up your. He had like a Pioneer rack system with the tall speakers like they used to have back in the day, and we were gonna go pick it up. And I had one of my partners with me. He was a bit of a loose cannon, and dude didn't want to give it up. So I'm like, hey, who else is here with you right now? Because like I said, he didn't want to give it up, and he's like, oh, I'm alone. And I'm like, wrong answer, homie. And like we basically got on him so we could get it, and the homie grabbed one of them house speakers, 3.5 feet tall house speaker, and like slammed it on him, fucked the speaker up, pissed me off. But yeah, speaking of furniture and fights, oh my lord. I told him I can't use you no more for taxonomy. You're breaking up the payday here. Good times. Good times. So yeah, I put out a while back that we're at 2,700 subs. It sounded all screwed up. I took it and plugged it in. Sound was not right. There was some static and stuff going on over there. Kind of broke the case a little bit. Yeah, it was all bad. I told him I can't take you nowhere. he got a little bit carried away on that one. I guess at least he didn't hit him with the rack system itself. He might have killed him down. Yeah, he's messing up the interest payments, right? Exactly. All right, guys. Well, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, the 90s were something else, gee. Good times, good times. Sure. Wild, though. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's worse now or was it worse then? I mean, I'm not out there no more, so, but they say crime is high, so I don't know. Is it worse now or was it worse then? All right, we are back. Let's take the TV and the homie smash. Yeah, right. He's like, if you can't pay your debts, bow. Yeah, and I agree. But one thing I liked about the 90s is you knew who was who. Nowadays, people wearing skinny jeans and stuff, man, I can't tell who's who for the most part. Overall crime now, yeah, and the fentanyl, right, Monk? I I heard prices are already starting to spike on the streets. I don't know, like I'm not involved in that lifestyle no more, but I was talking to a partner of mine a while back and he said prices are already starting to go up because everything was dirt cheap. I don't know, you know, for a fact that, that's secondhand information, but yeah, absolutely, Mexican G. Absolutely. I agree. There was a certain code that we live by, right? You know, um, certain things like SNY yards weren't really a thing yet. PCs, SNYs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. And that's another thing, like the gunplay was starting to really blow up in the 90s, but I mean, I remember when I first got involved with things, we would make runs up to Vegas to we're taking weight up there for somebody else. Basically, I was like a mule with a pistol, you know, and we'd make runs up there and one of the homies, like this was before they got rid of all the automatics. There was still some stuff floating around and we'd go up into Utah and be popping off Mac 11s and shit, and but it wasn't that bad yet. And then it seemed like it got worse. And I completely agree with that. G says everyone dresses the same now. I agree. You can't tell if someone's gangbanging now. In the 90s, it was like uniforms. Now they kind of blinding in, hiding as, yeah, absolutely. Because back then, you see somebody got his khakis on, Pendleton buttoned up or white t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, okay, who's that fool? Like he's obviously affiliated with something. nowadays it's like I said, everybody's running around in skinny jeans and top ramen t-shirts and shit, and it's like, who is this person? Like, I can't call it, but I mean, I guess that's a good thing, because I'm not involved in any of that stuff anymore. But one thing I do recognize, though, I can tell when somebody's using, like I can spot that shit a mile away. You know, I guess that's from my recruiting days back in the day, looking for new customers. Like, oh, this feels high. Okay, what's up, dog? Yeah, but nowadays things are a lot different. But shit's still going down. I mean, and this prison system ain't getting any nicer. That's for sure. You know, you end up in there. I was reading about one of the unalivings that occurred over the last week, and dude was in there. I think he went in 2017, and he had like a 7-year sentence for burglary, and then he caught a body, and then he caught another body. Like, he's got 3 bodies now on a 7-year sentence. Like, man, like, it's like watching that movie Shot Caller or something. Like, dude goes in on a 16-month sentence and becomes a big dog. I'm not saying dude has become a big dog or anything like that, but like yeah, it's crazy to go in on a 7-year sentence and catch 3 institutional homicides. I mean, but you do what you do to survive, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know the circumstances of any of that stuff. So that's I'm just blessed that when I did hit prison, my first spot was a level 1. I worked my way all the way up to back to the 3 in under 2 years. But had I started on a 4, I don't know. I don't know if I ever would have got out, to be honest with you, because as most of on some 3s and most of the level 4s, it's a no hands policy. So if some shit kicks off, you're not fighting. Well, you might be fighting for your life, you know what I mean? But that's just what it is. So, anyways, yeah, if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, share the stream. I greatly appreciate it. I think we're going to be wrapping it up here in the next few minutes. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them if I'm comfortable with it. And then we'll take it from there. I should be getting step 8 in my 12 steps to recovery out sometime this week. And I'm going to try to drop another video as well. I'm trying to get a little more content out for you guys that like to consume that. I appreciate you. I don't know if I'll go live again tomorrow night or not. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. But if not, I'll probably be live again next weekend at some point. So be on the lookout for that. Excuse me. So like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them now. If not, when we get to an hour, which is about 5 minutes away, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll call it a night, Yeah, I wonder where Joel and Ezekiel are at, and Brody, for that matter. I wonder how Brody's doing. I haven't heard from Brody in quite some time. Last time I heard, he was in the hospital, not doing too well. So prayers going out for you, Brody. I hope you're doing well. And to Joel as well. So I appreciate everybody that participated in this live tonight. You guys are what makes it possible. So shout out to you. A coffee toast to you. So, it's easier to just knuckle up, even if you get your ass kicked. At least you, yeah. And I agree, Mexican G. Tell if he's a gang member. Yeah, I got a coworker that is. Oh man, yeah, that's wild. We've had a few at work. They usually don't last too long though. Yeah, G says I remember when Crips only wore blue and Bloods red. Now Crips will wear all red. And yeah, I agree. Hey, what's up, Taftwood? How you doing tonight, brother? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, same old shit, bro. What kind of advice do you need, Q? Don't forget to say don't start climbing until you look at them. Put a blindfold on and just start climbing. What do I think about AI? I don't really know too much about it, to be honest with you, Nitro Bob. How did the live on TikTok go? I didn't really care for it, to be honest with you. Buenos noches, Mexican G. I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Taftwood. Getting everything situated again. I think you should embrace them, Q. They all three clapping each other's cheeks. Embrace them. Yes, everybody says embrace them. Embrace them, Q. Or get corrective nipple lenses. So we'll see what's up. Do you believe in ghosts? Ever see anything like spiritual? Not really. I'm not really into that. Looks like Monk has a third nipple as well. So shout out to you. Are you embracing it, Monk? Are you embracing it right now? Oh my God. Yeah, we'll see what's up tomorrow. Maybe I'll get on and we'll get another live, maybe a shorter one. We'll see. That's good to know. Definitely. I appreciate that, Quentin. Says he just subscribed. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Smash that like button. And I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. We're coming up on an hour. Maybe I'll get on tomorrow night. We will see. It's probably going to come down to gym versus live. I don't know. All right, G, that's great. I appreciate you, Nitro Bob. Appreciate you, G. Appreciate Monk. Everybody that's participated this evening. Just remember, it's all about the company that you keep. If you hang around a bunch of people that are using, chances are you're doing the same thing. So go live from the gym. I've thought about that. There's just other people there, and I don't like that. So, yeah, you want to have a crowd of people around you that when you're having a hard time and thinking about using are going to encourage you not to use rather than LOL. Coco's nips mad dog each other. Yeah, I have no comment on your monster or your third leg, G, but I appreciate you. So, yeah, it's all about the company you keep. You know what I mean? If you don't have good company to keep, maybe you need to go find a meeting or something so you can find some people that are trying to, have like similar goals. If you're trying to be sober, hang around people that are sober and they'll show you the way. Yes, sir. Middle fingers Monday. Why the prison? What's up, Quicks One? He says, why the level 4 prisons go on lockdown? Last week was super active in the cdcr. Quicks One. There was a 40-man riot on an SNY. There were a couple of incidents that happened in visiting with actual family there. And then there was like 4 unalivings last week. So they basically slammed all the level 4s down. Took, they're calling it modified program, but it's a lockdown. I just call it like I see it. They can use the fancy words to try to make it sound better, but they're self-feeding. The tablets are all shut down. They said there may be some wall phone access, but only level 4s. Yeah, only level 4s. My daughter knows somebody on the level 3, and they're still a regular program. So SNYs and GP. The riot was on an SNY. The stuff that happened in visiting, I heard that was actives, and I'll just leave it at that. It was actives. Then the 4 unalivings were a mixture of the both, as far as I can tell. So they just slammed everybody down, and we'll see how long it lasts. I don't know how long it's going to last. Yeah, got to have that coffee, Nitro Bob. I hear you. All right, guys. Like I said, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and we're going to wrap it up for the night. Maybe I'll get back on tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. That's expected when they put in GPs. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like, they know what's going to happen with that stuff, They bring a busload of bulldogs in and try to drop them on a GP. They already know what's going to happen. Just like when they, drop actives on 50/50s. They know what's going to happen. It shouldn't be a surprise, Yeah, they do. And the thing is, quick ones, they like, they get that hazard pay when they're on lockdown situation. So I'm sure the guards are loving it, plus, there's no population moving around them, Nitro Bob says, have a good one, Bobby. God bless you and your family. Peace out, brother. All right, Nitro Bob, peace, bro. All about the money, exactly. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it right there. Appreciate everybody that participated. Have a good one, quick ones. Maybe I'll be back on tomorrow night. Be on the lookout. We'll see what happens. Anyways, have a great night, and don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.